What's up, Declanators? Hudson and Declan here. We just finished watching the movie Tenet. So we're going to drive home now and discuss the movie. So I guess first of all, let's talk about what we liked about the movie. I think the acting was pretty good.
Yeah, the acting wasn't bad, definitely.
I reckon John David Washington was probably the best actor, as you'd hope.
Yeah, 'cause it's the main character.
But I also quite liked Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah,
he's a personal favourite of mine. Oh, and also the cinematography. All the cool effects with people running backwards and explosions.
Yeah, it was interesting how they managed to do that. Everything's happening backwards and forwards simultaneously. And otherwise, there's not one specific thing that you go, wow, that's really good. Basically, it's just a really hard movie to follow.
Yeah, so let's talk about the things we didn't like now.
The entire concept of the movie, basically, that some things happen backwards. I don't know if it's just not explained very well or if it's even explained at all. It's just really hard to follow because time travel, first of all, that's already hard to understand, but there's just a lot going on.
The plot's very convoluted and it's not explained very well at all. Lots of the characters have really thick accents.
Not really thick, but accented enough that sometimes if you're not paying enough attention, which is easy because you kind of just end up zoning out for a little bit.
Well, not a little bit, like a lot of the movie. You just zoned out.
One, they're talking about difficult concepts of physics and time travel and stuff.
And they're not explaining it well at all either.
But they also have just a slight enough accent that you kind of do a double take about, was that the word they said or did they say something else?
Why was the movie called Tenet as well?
Like, in the trailer they talk about, oh, there's a word, Tenet, it'll open any door. I think he uses it like once.
Yep.
He uses the word Tenet once at the very start.
Right at the start they use the word Tenet and that's it, that's all. I would say this movie isn't worth watching in cinemas. Or if you're going to watch it, I would say wait a couple weeks until the YouTube videos start coming out from people smarter than us explaining the plot of the movie and what's going on. Then when you watch it, you can actually know what the hell is happening. And I think you'd appreciate it a lot more. This movie needs subtitles so you can read what's going on.
Instead of just listening where you can sort of zone out.
Clearly, Christopher Nolan
He's been on
every single drug that you could possibly imagine, shoved up every hole in his body,
and he's
for 24 million hours.
He's just on a different plane of thinking when he wrote this.
And then he woke up from his coma, his drug-induced coma, and went, wow, a script, and decided to direct it.
You can kind of tell it's a Christopher Nolan movie because it's kind of similar to the idea of Inception.
Yeah, but Inception's done a lot better.
Inception, they have a scene where they explain the concept of the movie, or the concept of the plot, really. And in Tenet, they don't do that.
I think Christopher Nolan just thought that the visual imagery would look cool, and then wrote a really weak story around that.
Yeah.
Basically, if you want to go to a movie and walk out saying, what the hell? Watch this one.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't recommend it. Overall, what would you give this movie out of 10?
Nothing too high. Maybe like a 5 or a 6.
I would give it a 5 as well.
Yeah.
So let's go a 5 out of 10.